At the highest level, if you went to a professional detail shop, it's very easy to spend $8,000 or $9,000 to get your car fully detailed and get a ceramic coating done. In part one of this video series, we showed you everything that was involved with the ceramic coating and the paint side of it. But in this video, we want to dive in deeper because there's so much more involved in order to achieve that level of $8,000 or $9,000 detail. And more importantly, we want to answer this question: is it worth it? Let's start with the glass, and this is probably the most important step in a high-end detail that a lot of people overlook. I grew up in the 90s, and we used to put wax and we put Rain-X on our automobile windshields, and it worked okay. This product is 10 times easier to use, it's 10 times better, and it's super inexpensive. How much does it cost? It's less than $25 for a kit, and it'll do all the glass in your car. What is it actually doing? Well, it's not just about looks and protection, it's about safety. But what I like about it, I can drive down the expressway in a rainstorm at 90 miles an hour, and I don't even have to use my windshield wipers. It's very easy to apply, just like the ceramic coating on the paint. I wash the car, I decon it, I come in and I do my clay bar and I buff it, and then I just apply it just like the paint. This product comes with a great technical data sheet and instructions, and I highly recommend you actually read this before you attempt to do any work on your automobile. With this product, it's only going to last around 4 to 5 months, but I notice it lasts a lot longer if I hit it with the reload and wipe it down every couple months, and if I keep it into a garage. Here's another product called Ceraglass. This is like a heavy-duty compound. So if you have scratches on your windshield and you want to buff them out, this works really well. But I will warn you, if you haven't buffed any glass, I'd stay away from this product. This is professionals only, and if you're a rookie, you could probably do more damage with this than good. So again, this is a good product for the pros, but the rookies, don't buy it, don't use it. This product is actually going to help beat off water. If you noticed right here, the water likes to stick and cling to the glass. But after applying a couple coats of this product, you'll notice how it actually beads off, and it works really well. The devil's in the details. How are we going to do a full-blown detail on the car and give the vehicle back with dirty black exhaust tips? This is very easy to accomplish. We just wash it with soap and water, and we're going to get this cone here and apply it to a drill, and any metal polish will work. This works on aluminum, this works on chrome, and you're going to spend 15 minutes just polishing it up, and it's going to take your exhaust tips from outhouse to penthouse. This is one of the harder aspects of doing a full-blown detail on a car, but I actually enjoy it, is dealing with the rim and tire package. Now, I don't like to be bent over working and cleaning and fixing anything. I like to actually pop them right off the vehicle. We've already came in and we've washed it really good with the soap and water. We came in and used the Iron X product. Here's another good product that works good on the rubber, is this Retire. This does a really good job of actually taking all that browning off of the tire itself. We look for any curb rash or anything like that. These rims are in very nice shape, but there are finite scratches that we have to address. What we want to do is to remove all the micro scratches in it using the 3D two-step system. I can't really get a full-size buffer on them, so we're breaking out our mini buffer and our pencil bumper to do all of that. After I get done buffing my rims, what I want to do is make sure that I get them super clean with this eraser. And if they need any touch-ups, we had very few touch-ups on our black, you want to do that and let it dry. Once that's done and it's dry, now I can come in and do the ceramic coating. It's a lot like everything else that we did with the vehicle, but it's a different product. This is the Deluxe. It only needs one coat. This can go over hard plastic, textured plastic as well. You put one coat on, you let it sit for a couple minutes, and then you buff or wipe it off with the microfiber. After I get that done, I like to actually mount the rims back onto the vehicle. I like to come in and use this tire dressing right here. This is by CarPro. It's called Pearl, and I love these little applicator pads because it actually keeps the mess down. Why do all this work? This is a lot of work to coat the front, the back, the barrel, the tires, or whatever. Not only do they look better, for the life of the vehicle, the cleanup at car washes, none of that brake dust, none of that gunk is gonna stick, and it's gonna keep my wheel package looking crispy, just like day one. Here's a trick that 99% of detail shops don't do, and I like to do this because it separates me from everyone else. I already have the wheels off. I'm gonna come in and wash that entire area inside the wheel well with a good soap and water. Look at these calipers. OEM paint is known for being kind of lower end, and you can come in and rip the calipers off and powder coat them or sand all the casting off and paint them red to make them look like fake Brembos, and there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to do that. We're going a different direction. We want to retain that OEM look. All we did was we washed the calipers really good with soap and water. We hit them with wax and grease. We came in and we used a red Scotch-Brite, and we used this product by POR 15. It's very inexpensive, and you can brush it on or you can spray it on. The reason why I like this is it doesn't fill any of the casting, and it makes it look OEM. It doesn't modify it, and some people like that look. Also, when I look underneath my cars, I notice that sometimes the suspension components look really dry, and I like using this fluid film to come in and lubricate everything. And if I notice that there's light surface rust, this is like a black fluid film. This is great to lubricate everything and kind of hide and disguise some of that light surface rust. A lot of these black trim pieces on the cars are not mint. If they're mint, I can just ceramic coat them. But a lot of times the cowls or the windshield wiper blades, they'll get chipped up or they'll get white and chalky, and those really shouldn't be ceramic coated. Like our roof rails on our show, they were pretty beat up. I'm gonna actually do a trick, and this trick separates the men from the boys. I'm gonna actually remove them from the vehicle. I'm gonna wash them with soap and water. I'm gonna hit them with the red Scotch-Brite. I'm gonna get them clean, I'm gonna get them dry, and then I'm gonna hit them with some XXX plastic adhesion promoter. After that, I'm gonna paint them with some trim black, but I'm not gonna do it the way that you think. I'm gonna actually put 3 or 4 coats on instead of 1 or 2 coats. Now, 1 or 2 coats will look good. The reason why I'm gonna put 3 or 4 coats on is this is a 1K product. And by putting 3 or 4 coats on, it's gonna offer better UV protection over the life of the car. And not all trim blacks are the same. This is your traditional trim black made by SEM. This is really good for like domestic cars if you're looking for that look. This is Trim Black Ultra. This is actually blacker. This is actually good for a lot of foreign cars. If I'm painting all of the plastics on a hot rod, or I don't care about obtaining that OEM look, I like the Ultra better. If I'm looking for the OEM look, the traditional Trim Black works the best. We can't forget about the interior, and I'm not gonna go really in depth in the interior because I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know how to clean an interior, but I wanna hit 6 different products that have really helped me along the ways. When I first start detailing a car, I like to open all 4 doors of the vehicle. I like to come in and run a shop vac over them. If you have a tornado, I like to blow the car out really well. If you don't, a blowgun works. If I'm gonna do any kind of deep cleaning, I like to hit it with a steam cleaner right now. I like to pull the mats, get all those out of the way. For the glass, I'm a simpleton, I'm a simple caveman. I like Sprayway, but there's a lot of different glass cleaners out there. Here's a product from CarPro that works really well. This is a cleaner that works on a lot of different surfaces, so leather, hard plastic, stuff like that. It cleans and conditions. I really like this product. Next, I like this leather conditioner. And what I like about it is a lot of leather conditioners will leave it like really greasy or slick. This protects it, but it leaves it a nice matte look. So I'm a big fan of that. A lot of people have high-end floor mats like WeatherTech. This product by CarPro, this retire, works really good to clean those WeatherTech mats. This is the Chemical Guys product. This works really well to protect those WeatherTechs. Last but not least, if you got a car that's stinky, this odor bomb product works very well. If you've got a car that's been smoked in heavily, I would get an ozone machine, either rent one or buy one and run one for a couple days. But this odor bomb works really well, and it doesn't leave the car smelling very fruity. It gives it that OEM smell still. We're finally done with the vehicle, and let's recap everything we did, how much it cost, and how much time went involved, and was it really worth it? In video 1, we had 21 man hours into it and about $300. If you combine both videos, we had about 50 man hours into it. So if you're at $100 an hour, you're around $5,000 in labor. And then for material, we had less than $500 total, counting video 1 and video 2. Was it worth it? That's up to you. I'll tell you my opinion in a minute. But if you look at this car, this is a 13-year-old vehicle. This looks better than the day it was sitting on the showroom floor. I know it's kind of hard to tell from a video, especially with a silver car, but the paint is perfect. The black appliques are perfect. The rims and tires are perfect. The interior is awesome and it smells good. I definitely like this car and I'm super excited about driving this vehicle. Would I pay someone $8,000 or $9,000 to do it? Absolutely not. Why is that? Well, I got 2 hands in the shop and a little bit of ambition and stuff. I'm going to do it myself. I'm not going to pay someone $100 an hour to do something like this. Would I do this to my own vehicle? Absolutely. I like my cars, all right? If you park your car someplace and you're walking to a store and you don't look back at your vehicle to check on it, you're not driving the right car. This is a cool car. I enjoy driving it. I want to keep it protected. I want to keep it look clean. I think it's definitely worth the 50 man hours and the less than $500, but that's my opinion. All these products that we use from CarPro, you can buy them at refinishmedia.com. You don't have to, but if you want to support our channel and you want to support what we do here, just check out refinishmedia.com. We sell a lot of different items on our product. Hey, I really appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate you coming down this journey with us. From all of us at Refinish Media, until the next time.